All right, I got my tree set up with the instance parameter here from the previous video, and now I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm just gonna go into my site plan and maybe make a more even distribution of them. So I'll go to site, and there they are. Let me just delete these guys, and then I'll just go to massing and site component, right, and it's gonna have that instance one, and I'll come in and just set sort of a series. You could do an array. I think you would have to ungroup it for this to work. So let's just go ahead and be faster about this. All right, so let's copy these down. Down to there. All right, so I just got them evenly distributed. And now what, a little more evenly distributed so we can see them next to each other. Maybe I'll go at a realistic. Go to shaded so it's a little faster. And now what we need to do is go in and we need to make a point that we can move around in here. So we can measure the distance between that point. We're going to do the height by attractor point. So I'm going to go to File and New Family. And I'm just going to go to the generic model adaptive and click open. And I'm going to place a point out here, right? And then I'm going to select that point and I'm going to make it adaptive. And then I just want to put something on there that I can see, you know, because if I bring this point in there, it'll be a teeny tiny blue dot, and if the masses aren't, I want to be able to see it. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to go to Model and Circle, and I'm going to set my reference plane on the horizontal plane of this adaptive component, and making sure that it says Draw on Work Plane. And I'm just going to draw a circle. I mean, you can make it as big as you want, or you could, you know, you could actually put a parameter on it to adjust the radius of it if you want to. Doesn't really matter. I'll do that just. We'll just make it an instance so I don't have to go to. All right. And I'm just going to file, save as family. And I'll save this to my desktop as 1 point attractor. Okay. And so then I'm just going to load that into the project that I'm working in. Right. And it wants to place it. So, you know, you can place it kind of off to the side, or just make sure you can place it where you can find it. So I'm just going to place it off to the side there. And you can see it just makes a little circle. And if I go to my 3D, whoops. Not that 3D, we can close that one. Go to my 3D here, right, and zoom out. You can see that little guy's right there, and you can pick the point and kind of move it, you know, into the trees. I'll go to, instead of shaded, let's go to hidden line so you can see it a little better. But it's just, you know, you can hide it when you want to render or something like that. I don't think the model line will render, but you'll see. So we've got that point. So now when we come back, what I'm going to do is set up the Dynamo definition that's going to take that point and measure to every one of those trees and adjust the height by the distance of this point to those trees.